What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now Plus. I'm Alex, and in this video, I want to talk about the Aliens Fireteam new footage and previews that are going around the internet. So, I've seen a couple of them. I've watched a few of them. I watched Game Informer's kind of extended playthrough where they're talking over themselves playing it. I watched IGN's. I read a couple of them as well, and I want to just talk about my feelings as to what people are saying. We're getting very close. I mean, the game comes out in around a month or so, or we're right around that month mark for this game. My plan is to buy it, just so everybody's kind of just so you know, I guess, what you're dealing with this channel or with me. If you're the first time, or this is the first time you guys are watching it, I'm kind of excited for it. I see this game as a potentially really fun co-op game. You know, I'm not a big Aliens fan. I don't know the lore of Aliens. That's one of the things that people have kind of pointed out about what they were able to play with the game, which isn't much, by the way. It doesn't sound like they were able to play all that much. Lore seems to be kind of sprinkled in there well, but story is not really present. Now, again, to me, my opinion on that, again, I don't actually care. I look at this game as, well, from my personal standpoint, this game comes out the same day as Kena Bridge of Spirits. It comes out a day, or it comes out a few days after the game 12 Minutes, which is an Xbox game and PC, and I've been a fan of that game for many, many years. There's a lot of games coming out in like August 13th through August 25th, let's say. There's around 5 or 6 games that I actually plan myself on buying or playing through Game Pass. I don't look at Aliens Fireteam as this next level immersive experience. I look at it as I have a couple friends that are most likely going to get it as well. I'm planning on playing it with them. I just want to have fun. That's literally it with this game, is I personally want to have fun. And that's where it's kind of hit or miss. So I'll say, myself personally, watching the gameplay like a little bit more in depth than I have in the past, or even from watching in trailers, it does look good. It doesn't look better than good, in my opinion. It looks like it may get repetitive. With that being said, though, again, keeping things into context, they didn't play all that much. And a lot of enemy types haven't been introduced at the time of them playing it, where they're playing in the game. And again, I'm not saying it looks horrible. In my opinion, it doesn't look horrible. It looks like fun. It looks like wave after wave after wave of enemies, and you're gonna have to work with your team to stop them. It visually looks really good. I'm impressed with how it looks visually. I'm impressed even with the lighting. With a game now, while I'm not a big fan of Aliens, I just don't care all that much. Alien Isolation. That is a phenomenal game, and the tension and the atmosphere of that game is actually the biggest part of it, right? The atmosphere of this does feel like you're there. It just doesn't feel like you're in immense danger, at least most of the time. Maybe it seems like when enemies are attacking you very, very quickly, then, that would happen. One thing I was interested in, and to be flat out honest with you, I didn't know this, you can actually play this single player. Now, again, I guess I didn't do the research to know that ahead of time. It's a 3-player co-op game. Now, I knew that, but I thought you actually had to play with, maybe I just didn't even think about it, and I just left that part of my mind, blank. But you can play it with 2 others, and again, that's my plan. That's what I think is going to make the game fun, is playing with other people. But you can play it by yourself, and the other teammates, it's not like you don't have them. You will have them. They're AI. Now, the Game Informer video I watched, he was talking with other people, but the gameplay he was showing, there were AIs. He was playing with AIs, and they actually, and he even said, they're not the smartest in the entire world. They need some nudges to go in the right direction sometimes, but they're on the good spectrum of AI. They're actually relatively smart, which is good because that's the thing with a game like this. Even for me, right, I'm going to be playing a lot of different games. That's my plan, at least, right? And if I want to jump into this game, if my friends can't do it when I'm able to, well, it looks like, in order to get the $40 worth, I'll have to play it by myself. Is it going to be worth it? You know what I mean? Everything else about this game reminds me of World War Z, which some people looked at as a negative thing. I know in the Game Informer comments, there was a lot of people that said dull, repetitive, looks like World War Z, and they didn't like the hit numbers off of enemies. I want to talk about that in a second, but the World War Z thing, I don't actually mind. I actually kind of enjoyed World War Z quite a bit. I played it with a friend as well, and we had a lot of fun. Actually, the multiplayer of that game is actually underrated, but I don't mind it. Everything kind of looks and Game Informer said it as well. It does, nothing really stands out as new. Everything kind of looks like it's been done before. And just watching it, like for myself, I feel the same way. I don't feel like this is doing anything new, but at the same time, again, like honestly, and this is that I woke up on Monday and I've just been a little bit different than my normal self, and I kind of like it, but I don't actually care. I don't care if this isn't going to push the boundaries of cooperative shooters. If this is a cooperative shooter that's fun, that's in the Aliens world, and that it works, I'm more than, you know what I mean? Like, that's all I really need. Maybe it's just me, that's not really taking into account, is this the Aliens game that people want? The answer is probably no. So people that, kind of have, something out for this game early on, like I understand it if you don't like this game, because number one, these games are not for everybody. Number two, when you hear about an Alien game, I don't think this is the kind of game that you first go to. So that's going to alienate people, no pun intended, literally immediately. You know what I mean? So there is that approach. But again, from me, $40, for a game like this, I think it's priced fairly. I would have, obviously the less the better, right? I love my money. I love keeping my money, and August is going to be a rough month for money, and then September is just going to be even worse, and so on and so on. But $40, I think, is pretty fair. I would have gone with $30, but it's not $60. This isn't a full price game. It's not on Game Pass or anything like that. This is just a game you have to buy day one. I plan on buying this on PlayStation, so I'm ready to go. Again, I'm not expecting anything otherworldly. The final thing I want to talk about the hitboxes. I don't hate it as much as it seems like the comments on Game Informer. Like, they're like every other comment on Game Informer's YouTube video. And now I watched it within the first 15 minutes of it being up. I don't know if it's the same ratio now. A lot of people did not like those. I don't even know what you call them, but when you shoot the enemy and numbers pop off. I don't hate it, but I also don't love it. I don't need it in a game, but I don't know. I've never really minded it. Like, it's in the Division. It's in the more time goes on, it's in every single game, but it really, I don't know. It doesn't matter all that much. Maybe it's it takes away the immersion. I'd understand that. I'd get behind that, but to me, it's not something that I enjoy seeing, but it's not something that I hate. It's weird. It's kind of just in the middle. Again, it's almost like I don't care. So, I'll be honest with you. The preview didn't do as much for me as I thought it was going to do. I thought it would be the thing that would solidify how insanely excited I am for this game. Instead, I'm still excited. I'm still buying it day one. Will I play it day one? That's a tougher thing because it comes out the same day again as Kena Bridge of Spirits, which I plan on playing the first second it's available. And then the day after is Psychonauts 2, which is a Game Pass game. I plan on playing that as well. So Aliens Fireteam has always been to me a game that I'm going to jump in and jump out. Maybe I play it for an hour or two every night. Maybe I play it when I'm not playing the other games or finishing the other August games. That's always been my plan. That still is my plan. Nothing's changed. I don't know if I'm more, I'll say, I don't think I'm more excited based off the previews, but it's also not I'm going to make a mistake now by buying it. It's not like the previews did that either. So let me know what you guys thought, either, based off the visual stuff that you saw in my video, or if you guys watched the other people do the previews, let me know what you guys think. As always, make sure you guys are subscribed to this channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. Leave a like on the video. It would definitely help the video out as well. Thank you for watching, guys. I do a brand new video on this channel every single day, and so I hope to see you guys for tomorrow's video.